Professional football in America is a special game, a unique game. Played nowhere else on earth, it is a rare game. The men who play it make it so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Waller Stadium on the campus of Miracosta High School for the D2 championship game between the Mustangs and the Panthers. Mustangs to kick. Ball is deep. Panthers will have an opportunity for a return. Oh, initially stumbling but stepping out of bounds. Number 2, Gavin Scouten with the return.
If you're going to step out of bounds, that's the place to do it, right in front of the first down.
I'm Kevin Barnett, your host, along with Mike Wonderly. We'll be here for all the action during this D2 championship game.
How are you holding up, Kevin? 3 games in a row?
This is my 4th game now on BCS Championship Sunday. We've seen the D4 Rookie Bowl, the D3 Rookie Bowl, and the D3 Championship. And now here we are with the D2 Championship. Quick pass off the right-hand side, incomplete. Looks like Brendan Reesing, number 1, starting at quarterback. Running backs for the Panthers, we'll have Ryan Anderson, number 50, Ryan Komeko, number 28, and number 2, Will Taylor. Looks like they'll all spend some time in the backfield. You mentioned the point at which you should step out, Mike, in the league here. If you can explain the first down rules and how it's functioning right now.
Yeah, I will. Let's watch this funky play.
Quick to the outside. Oh, avoided one tackle, but the flag did get pulled. Wow, over the back and pulled this flag. So tell us about how the first downs work.
Yeah, it's a little different than regular football. You have every 20 yards, there's a first down line, and no matter where you start, that next line is where your next first down is. So you can have 1st and 1, you can have 1st and 19.
So it is an 80-yard field. You have the first downs at the 20, the midfield line, which is the 40, and then the opposing 20. And as you mentioned, you can have 1st and 19 or 1st and 2. And this drive started with a 1st and 2, but it is now 3rd and 3. Back to pass under pressure, just throwing the ball up in the air. That's Brendan Reesing, number 1 for the Panthers. Huge rush from the Mustangs. And that'll be the end of drive number 1. That was quick for the Panthers. We get an opportunity to see the Mustangs on offense, and they are a potent offensive team. Yeah, Mike?
Wow, look at the points that they've put up this year. You see 27s and 35s across the board for all their games. I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, this D2 a lot different than the D4 that Mike and I coach at. A lot more passing, a lot more creativity on plays. It's easier to instruct the players where to go. Should be a lot of fun. And that ball received right along the front line, the blocking line by the Mustangs. The return by number 10, Mason O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon spent a lot of time going back and forth, but didn't go forward too much.
I don't think he gets a lot of returns. He's on the front line, as you said.
He looks surprised.
But hey, give it to him. That was a great catch. Line drive, kick.
Absolutely terrific play. 1st and 7 now. Great field position for the high-powered Mustangs. Man in motion. Quick handoff around the right-hand side. Mustangs, number 4. Brady Douglas with the carry. Douglas just across that first down line. That'll be first down and goal to go. About 19 for a touchdown.
See that number 6 Jordan Streeter make that tackle. Hey, for a big guy, he sure got out wide, didn't he?
Some of these guys can really move. You start to see boys maturing at the D2 level. Oh, I like the inside handoff and then throw. Option pass. Completed down by the goal line. Wait for the referee's ruling. Touchdown. Just like that, Mustangs with the score. Number 3, Christian Thornton with the beautiful pass. That was pretty neat. Thornton along the line, came up, got the handoff from Jackson Weaver, and then went for the pass. It's a lot of moving parts. That's some of that extra education you can do with the older kids.
Oh, I love to see how teams open things up. You see into the minds of the coach and see if the players are feeling the nerves, and you see right there a little trickery, halfback pass. Wasn't the perfect spiral, but it was effective.
You can go for 2, you can go for 1. Mustangs elect to go for 1. Again, back to pass. They're going to call that a sack. Quarterback is down. Jackson Weaver losing his flag before he was able to let that ball go. So that'll be 6-0. Mustangs up on the Panthers.
Well, it's important to set the tone early, Kevin, and I think the Mustangs just made a statement.
Well, these two teams met twice during the regular season, but they were splitting those matchups. So certainly the Mustangs know that they want to come out and jump on top of the Panthers as quickly as possible. If you have a great offense, that's something you can just rely on. 55, Garrett Weatherly with the kick. Ball picked up by the Panthers along the right side. Not too much room. Great kick coverage. We do have a flag thrown down on the play. Looks like they're going to walk off an additional 5 yards. Got defensive holding. You will see that call here. Sometimes you have players that are taught to hold the runner up and let someone else come and grab the flag by grabbing a piece of the uniform or an arm or a leg. Referees have a tough time calling that. I don't feel like it gets called as often as it should, man.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, if you're going to get a penalty, that's the time to do it. Puts them at 1st and 19, which is a tough first down to get.
Yeah, that ends up working out pretty well for the Mustangs. Completion off the right-hand side, a little bit of space. But it looks like a loss of 1. Much like we saw in the D3 championship, it appears the Panthers are going to have to find a way to spread out the defense of the Mustangs.
Wow, this is fun. You got the two powerhouses of the division. Growing division, D2. Not a lot of teams this year. We had 6 teams in D2 this year, which is a good turnout. But I expect it to grow, especially with that 15-team D3 coming up, right, Kevin?
Yeah, definitely. There's so many younger kids that are just ready to play and excited to stay with the league and be a part of it. Another incomplete pass for the Panthers. Both these teams come in with identical 9-1 records, each loss coming at the hands of the other. So you know both these teams are fired up to get in here and get the best of one another.
Well, I don't know how long it takes to create a rivalry, but I think we got one on our hands here. Probably no love lost between these teams.
No, and at the moment the Mustangs on top 6-0, 16 and a half minutes to go.
Well, there's your spread offense, Kevin.
There it is. Only 2 guys up on the line for the Mustangs. There it is around the right-hand side. A little bit of a screen. Player knocked out of bounds.
Hit out of bounds, more likely. That looked like a good tackle football hit right there.
Well, that's where you wonder about the runners, and you see the kids learning how to run with blockers and making decisions to go to that sideline so often when they could cut back inside of people. Certainly a topic of conversation constantly with my D4 team, that you have to be able to read where your guys are and know that if you get to the sideline, you're out of space. So many of those kids run directly for the sideline. So 4th down.
It's a tough thing to teach.
I don't know about this. 4th down, you're going for it?
They're going for it.
4th and 13, or 4th and 8? Going for it in your own end? I would kick here, perhaps.
Well, let's see. Maybe they have something
This
up their
is panic
sleeve.
time here. Again with that spread offense. 2 guys coming. Oh! Speed rush off the right-hand side. Number 6, John Michael Beller. Just beat his man all the way to the outside. There were only a couple of men up on the line. Beautiful job. That's Dwight Freeney territory. So great field position for the Mustangs. This is not what the Panthers wanted, to give the Mustangs a second opportunity. Their high-scoring offense now 1st down, 7 yards to go, but already only 26 yards from the touchdown. Kevin Barnett, Mike Wonderly here for all the action. In this D2 matchup, another long throw down the right-hand side, complete. 43, Colin Wachik.
Into triple coverage. You can't undervalue a good receiver in this league. Watt keeps his eye on the ball. Nice little toss there, wouldn't you say? Thread the needle.
Well, a good throw to the outside of the field, and you had 3 defenders there, but all of them had the inside. No one had the outside. So it results in another completion. It's exactly what happened during the previous drive. A long pass from the Mustangs. So Mustangs up to the line. Jackson Weaver, number 28 at quarterback. Handoff. Cut back inside of 1 man. Number 4, Brady Douglas with the carry.
See a missed tackle there, which hurts you. All you can do is have someone in position to make the play, and if they don't, it's hard. It's not easy to pull those flags. You have to be sure.
One of the things coaches spend a lot of time teaching is how to pull flags. You don't want to reach for the end of that flag. You want to reach right to the waist and rip the whole belt off and at least slow the player down.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Well, this Mustangs offense not disappointing so far on the reputation.
Right back to the pass, thrown right to the line. And that's a touchdown. Number 3, Christian Thornton with the reception.
Even with the tackle football type hit at the end. Little physical here between...
The referee's letting it go.
They are. They haven't called either of them.
The Mustangs will go for 2, or go for 1. Leading now 12-0.
Watch the blocking up here, Kevin. See those big guys? Look at the size of those front 3.
They might even be able to stop me. Another stop. Try to pass up the middle. Ball is intercepted. Panthers with an opportunity to return. Quickly pulled. Brady Douglas with the pull, but the conversion is not made, so still 12-0. The Panthers, if they can get something going offensively, giving up 12 points is no big deal.
Hey, well, that could be the momentum changer right there. A nice step up by Jack Alexander for that pass. That looked big time to me.
Well, let's take this opportunity to meet some of the Panthers.
Brendan Reeson, American Marcus. Dimitri Pouliopoulos, Penfield. Jake Nicosia, Grandview.
Jack, by the way.
Lauren Janenko,
I knew they were going to call him.
Ryan Anderson, St. James School.
Evan Scouting, St. James School.
Josephine, American Martyrs. Jaco Meadows. Log Darcy, Jack Alexander, St. James School.
All right, a chance to meet all those D2 players, guys who are excited to be a part of this league. This league is growing quickly. I think certainly the opportunity to play on the Miracosta field and under the lights on Fridays and Saturdays is a big part of it. I know my kids get jacked up to do that. It's a lot of fun to feel like you're a real part of a football team. Garrett Weatherly, 55 to kick off for the Mustangs.
Amen to that. You got the scoreboard here. You got professional referees. You got 100 or so fans at all times cheering you on. Look at this. We even got cheerleaders here today.
And semi-professional announcers here in the booth once in a while. Number 83, Dimitri Polopoulos.
Well, Kevin, you can take credit for that. I'm a semi-professional sports fan. But as a coach, that's interesting, Kevin. What do you think now? We've been coaching for a few seasons now. Do you watch games differently when you watch pro and college and you see these offenses develop? What do you think?
I watch the running backs and tell my kid, you got to run like that. You have to use your blockers like that, certainly.
Lots of like that.
I'm looking for creative play calling, that's for sure. There's a run up the middle from the Panthers, the most offense we've seen so far.
Speaking of creative play calling. Nifty little play there. I like that.
Yeah, that was a good run. That was Ryan Anderson, number 50, right up the middle of the field. Sets up a 2nd down and 6.
Show us that one again on instant replay, can you, Kevin?
Yeah, let's get the Jumbotron booted up. How come Miracosta didn't have a Jumbotron? Need to have one out there.
I tell you, these facilities.
First rate, definitely. Brendan Reesing, back and quarterback, shotgun. Looks to the screen and then busted up the middle, but he goes right through the A-gap, and you see the flag coming in there. An easy call for the referees. You cannot go between the tackles. Now, usually, there are white bags out there on the field. I don't see them at the moment with this referee crew. Makes it an easy call to make.
Something over there. We're on the M. There they are.
There it is.
Nope, that's the flag.
No beanbags. Beanbags make it easy to call. Otherwise, it's much more of a judgment call. So an A-gap violation. The quarterback not allowed to run directly over where the center was located in 1 yard to either side at any time when they cross the line of scrimmage. They may cross the line of scrimmage outside there and cut back across that space, but they may never cross the line. So Reesing once again backed up, draws a defense, gets the ball out there. Yet another flag on the play as that completion to number 21, Jack Alexander, went for about 6 or 7 yards. What we'll see. Looks like they're backing up the play marker.
Number 6, Jordan Streeter, out there acting innocent like, but look, he was right.
Defensive penalty. It's going to be 10 yards. We'll wait to see what the referees say here for the call. Personal foul.
Roughing the
passer. Oh, that's a brutal one because that'll be first down.
At 1st and 1, nonetheless. Great position to be in. Maybe a little play action pass deep here. This was my favorite time to experiment with plays here, Kevin. You have a free play, is what I look at it.
Kind of a free down, and here comes the spread offense. Reesing under center, 4 wide. Player in motion. Fake handoff, and then the throw. There it is, deep. Oh, but settled right under by number 3, Christian Thornton. Easy interception for Thornton. So what looked like a great opportunity for the Panthers all of a sudden goes right back into the Mustangs' hands, and we'll have Mustangs 1st and 16 going the other direction. That's a killer. You go from having a free down and opportunity, and you're driving the ball, haven't been moving the ball well, and all of a sudden you throw the interception.
Can't waste a play. It's tough. These kids, to teach someone to not throw that pass is a tough thing to do.
Yeah, because they've spent their whole time working on, I have to do what coach says, we have to run the play correctly, and then you have to adapt inside of that play. Certainly a hard prospect.
Make a judgment call. We ask a lot of these kids here.
There's another completion. Colin Wachik with the catch. They keep working that right-hand side of the field.
An interesting part of this game I always thought plays into strategy is the 14-play minimum requirement that every player has to play in each game. And
how do you address that with strategy? What do you do?
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you the same thing, Kevin. That's a tough one. There's no place to hide on this field.
Well, that ball thrown away. Oh, you would like to, if you're on the Panthers sidelines, not have that be a sack. It's going to go as a sack. Number 13, Cameron Steen, was all over that pass, the safety.
Although it doesn't count, that's a great interception. Get some confidence going. Yeah, but that 14 plays, that's an interesting thing about football you learn, right, Kevin, is you can't have a weak link on the field.
No.
You miss one person doesn't do their responsibility and you're getting sacked for a loss, or you're getting a touchdown scored on you.
Chargers backed up again. We're going to have another flag thrown. I think we've got a false start, so the Panthers started backing the Chargers up a little bit. I'm sorry, the Chargers. The Mustangs. Thank you, Mike. It's been a long day, so please forgive me at home there. We're on game number 4 of 6.
We did just have the Chargers play. An exciting game.
I think I had one of the Panthers actually playing for the Chargers, I think, during much of that. Here we go, 3rd down. There's a little pressure on the quarterback. That's something that was lacking earlier, although he gets it away. Complete to Brady Douglas, number 4.
That's a good-looking play, isn't it?
That was well executed. I like what the Panthers are doing right now. They've gotten burned on the pass a couple of times. Now they're starting to put a little more pressure on the quarterback, and that's at least forcing the Mustangs to throw the ball a bit earlier and not get so far downfield.
Well, here we go. They're going for opportunity.
4th down, 6 yards to go. This could result in some good field position for the Panthers. Once again, back to pass. Good pressure, but complete. Down the left-hand side, 43, Colin Wachik again.
Yeah, you saw that developing right from the beginning. That's a beautiful play.
They're attacking those sidelines so well in the area right between the linebackers and the safety. Unfortunate for the Panthers. That was number 13, Cameron Steen, with the stop.
There is one element to that 14-play minimum rule that I think really adds to this game. You're forced to develop everyone on your team. And that just helps the kids. Because if someone's going to has to be in there for at least 14 plays, which is probably a quarter of all the plays run in these games, they're quick games.
Well, and that's the point. You want these kids to get better and enjoy the sport. Winning is one thing, but enjoying the sport's another. Pass down the right-hand side. Oh, that flag looked like it was tied on. A player hanging off the side of it. That was 23, Francisco Veglia.
Might have dislocated his shoulder trying to pull that flag.
Yeah, my goodness, that thing looked like it was tied on there. So, 2nd down. 10 yards to go to the end zone.
As the Burger Grill mist flows across the field here.
Reminds me of the old Bears-Eagles Fog Bowl, except I don't think that was a Burger Grill.
Were you at that game, Kevin?
I was watching it on TV in Chicago. Those are my 2 favorite teams.
I was going to say, you're the Eagles head coach.
We are the Eagles. I do love the Bears. Panthers up with another good stop, Brady Douglas, number 4. The running game really hasn't done too much for the Mustangs. It's been all passing. What can you do defensively? If you have a team that's not running very well, but they're passing all over you, who are you going to drop back into coverage? You can drop your linebackers back. You're going to bring your safety up to cover. What are you looking to do?
Maybe only rush 3. Drop one more back to cover the midfield. Then you have your corners out on the flats.
There you go. You see one of those guys shuffling out there. There's another completion right in front. Number 4, Brady Douglas did a great job coming back to that ball with his hands up. That's perfect.
Hard to defend that right there. See that grab? Wow.
That was textbook. You saw number 6, Jordan Streeter, looked like shuffling out there for the Panthers on the defensive side. Going into a little bit more coverage and only rushing 3, as you mentioned, Mike. It's that same spread formation from the Mustangs. Oh, go to the right, throw back to the left. Touchdown once again, Mustangs. Johnny Byrne, number 11, with the reception as the ball is getting spread around, all kinds of people getting in the end zone. It's now 18-0 for the Mustangs.
Can we name this offense, Kevin? Because I think we can go to market with it. Maybe ship it off to some college teams.
I think you got to go old school. It's like a run and shoot. The old Oilers with Warren Moon.
Warren Moon. How about Earl Campbell? Remember Earl Campbell?
Oh, man, the highlights of him just running people over. It was great. Here's another spread offense. 4 wide, and they throw it right up the middle. Reception once again made by number 11, Johnny Byrne. So he got the touchdown and the 1-point conversion.
As advertised, this offense is something to behold.
19-0. Mustangs leading the Panthers. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. BCS Division II championship game. December 5th, 2010. It's been a great season. It's been lots of fun. Divisions 4 all the way on up to 1, including 2 rookie divisions because there are so many players joining the game and learning to play at Division 3 and 4 levels. This is the 4th of what will be 6 championship games. Garrett Weatherly, 55, to kick again. Panthers right to that sideline again. You got to give yourself some running room. Couple of tackles evaded. And a little bit of room. Looks like he's going to go all the way. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Gavin Scouten.
He just turned on those burners, made a couple quick moves, and that was impressive. As he gets a few high fives by some of the kids playing in the end zone there.
Gavin Scouten, 70 yards down the sideline. Puts the Panthers on the board. Just under a minute to go.
That could prove to be very important.